Okay, we're on part 4 of our delegation series, and I'm actually going to add a part 5 just because some more things have come up in the questions, and I want to make sure I cover everything for you guys. So a lot of people think they delegate the task and now they're done. Think again. That is not how delegation works. And so the best way that I like to describe it is delegation is a journey. Okay, it's not a single step. It's not just passing a task off to a team member and saying like, whew, it's off my plate, right? And a crucial part of this journey is monitoring the progress of the task and giving feedback, okay? And one thing I notice with a lot of business owners and CEOs that I work with is that they don't like to give feedback, or if they do give feedback, they're not very good at it, okay? So this might be an area that you want to work on within your business. Let me know if it's something that you want to chat about. I'm happy to be there for you. So one thing I notice is that when people think about monitoring progress and giving feedback is that they're afraid that it's going to come off as micromanagement. And I'd say the majority of people really don't want to be a micromanager, right? At least that's what I hope, because it's not a healthy management style. But some people do fall into that trap. So there's a difference between micromanagement, breathing down someone's neck, and really staying informed about a project's or a task's progress, right? It's good to be informed as an owner, especially if you're new to delegation and you have this mindset that, no one's going to do it, excuse me, the way that you would. No one's going to, do it right. Only you can do it, right? So like I said before, we can be very controlling, but we have to let some of it go. But if we do have, if we're staying informed with how things are going and providing feedback to our team, that allows us to step back and breathe. But we do have to be intentional, because a lot of times, team members don't want to bother you. They want you to feel like they have it covered, okay? And so by, being intentional about these check-ins is going to kind of open the door for them to ask questions, for them to, if something's not going well, have that discussion, or if they're confused, right? Goes back to that communication. If we think we're a really good communicator, you're going to find out quickly whether you are or you aren't, okay? And we want to, utilize this opportunity to really answer questions and clear any doubts either that we have or our team member has. So when we think about feedback, so, we had the progress, so our team just kind of lets us know you should be using a project management system. I know I preach that all the time, but, that's a place that they could do updates so they don't feel like they're just like sending you a million Slack messages. They could put the, task updates in the project management task, which is ideal. Or if you have a Slack channel, that's another place that, you could just put quick updates about that specific area. Maybe you have like a marketing channel within Slack. Your team members could start putting some metrics in there or asking questions in there and whatnot. So when we think about feedback, so feedback can be very positive, okay? So we want to make sure that we're not just giving feedback when someone doesn't meet our expectations or if they make a mistake. That is important feedback because they need to know it so they don't keep doing it, right? We don't want to have them continue that same process if it's not actually what you expected. However, we want to make sure that we're also providing good, positive feedback. It could be as simple as someone's responding to, refund request, and which is not a fun task, but you could just say, hey, I really appreciate the time you are taking to really respond to our clients, hear their concerns, and making sure everything is taken care of on our end, so they don't get charged again, or whatever it is. It could be the simplest of tasks that you need to let them know how much you appreciate their time and what they are doing. And this can really boost their performance. If they know that you're noticing these small things that they're doing and you think they're doing a good job, they're going to continue doing a good job, and they're probably going to actually be doing a better job. We do want to make sure that our feedback is timely, It's specific and it's constructive, so we're, like I said, we're praising the good and we're providing guidance on areas that need improvement. Now, if you struggle with how to give, constructive feedback, I encourage you to, there's lots of videos on this. Reach out to me, read a book, do something, because understanding how to do that is going to be huge for your morale. Okay. So, I want you to remember, delegation is not just a one-step thing, right? It is truly a journey, and it's a continuous progress or process that, involving monitoring, involving feedback, and eventually this is something that you would pass on to a project manager. But if, is the CEO and the VA, this is something that does need to happen and it needs to come from you. So tomorrow, the last one we're going to go over is just kind of how we wrap up the delegation process. So as always, let me know if you have any questions. I'm always here to support you. Otherwise, have a great day.